Oh my gosh! you
Come on,
you still got the fish. Woo! Oh, it's a good one too.
Man,
it is a good one.
What are you doing? Jesus.
Oh, look at this slab.
Clown outfit. June crappie fishing.
Oh my gosh. Look at that, folks.
Oh,
folks, what a beautiful fish. Oh, I just got slapped in the face by his jig. And let me tell you something. Let me see that. I got news for you. I can still taste the garlic. Folks, welcome to Mississippi, where it's hot. And by hot, I mean the real feel is well into the hundreds. So hot that Nick had to jump in. He couldn't take it anymore.
He could have given us some sort of heads
could have given us a warning.
Yeah.
But look at this, folks. This is why we come to Mississippi, because it's Slab Central. Simple as that. Right now, we're 10 minutes from Ole Miss. We're what, 45 from Memphis?
Yep.
And we're out here catching crappie at Sardis Lake, turned into a fish factory this year.
Absolutely.
And,
look us up.
And I don't know how he's gonna get back in the boat, but I got news for you. It's cooler in the water than it is here. Stay tuned, enjoy crappie fishing here in the summer in Mississippi. Oh, that's a good one.
Ain't no dang catfish. Can you get it?
Ooh.
That one look good on GoPro.
Look at that one.
That is not the one.
Looks like he's keeping.
Oh yeah.
Is that a bass? Oh, that's a big old crappie.
Hey, you always got to be looking at the screen. You just get these rascals out here floating around.
That's a good one too.
Oh yeah.
Biggest fish of the day. Smelled the garlic.
Oh yeah. Smell that garlic on here.
Jeremy wasn't even paying attention, and look at that, boys. Whoo, son.
All right, out here on Sardis Lake, we've had a really good morning so far, and it's the fish are active. Got one on right now. Little guy, but weeding through these small ones, and it's no matter what they are, they're all fun to catch. But as you can see, there's tons and tons of timber out here, and there's tons of ways to catch these fish. Today we're using the live scope. We're single poling. A lot of times I'll do multi-pole fishing trips with minnows, double minnow rigs, and pull crankbaits and jigs. You can fish standing timber. It's just kind of whatever you want to do. We've got certain clients that want to catch them a certain way, and we'll do our best to put them in the boat however they want to catch them. So
the debate is kind of raging on here, and I don't know how long this debate's going to last, because as you know, it's summertime here in Mississippi, and that just means it's hot. And by hot, I mean Jeremy's already jumped in the lake twice, came back in the boat, and he's already dry. But the debate has been garlic or shad. And Jeremy says garlic. A lot of anglers will say shad, but here on Sardis today, it's all about garlic. Whether he's tipping his bait with garlic crappie fireballs or putting in the garlic fire gel, he is catching big crappie. Scent does mean something in the crappie world, and I think Jeremy's about to show you again.
Yeah.
Are you smelling it up?
Yeah, one you're about to see right here. Hang on. Bear with me for just a second. We'll show you what that garlic does to him. Watch it. He sees it, smells it, coming. Look, they will not let it set in the water.
No, they're coming.
They will not let it set in the water.
On call, boy. Ooh. Look at that, folks.
That's just a keeper here. Might not even keep, but
no. There it is. Hey, let Nick smell your fingers. Just to,
wow, yeah, Nick. Yeah, here you go, Nick.
I mean, we've only been out here about an hour, okay? And we've caught some tanks already, and tanks and Sardis don't always go hand in hand, but there's some better fish in here this year than we've seen in a long, long time. Jeremy's gonna talk to you about that and explain what's going on, but I can't get him to put the rod down long enough to talk about it because he's getting bit almost every cast. That's a great thing about Sardis. You got some quality fish here now, and you got numbers, all only 15 minutes from Old Miss. We got 2 Old Miss grads in the front of the boat right here.
Toddy, toddy.
They're grads and they're crappie catching machines out here.
I got it.
On call.
Come on in here.
Ooh.
Another June giant.
All right, Jeremy's calling his shot. You see the B&M on his back. It's because he's got a B&M rod. And we're gonna see if this B&M rod is gonna pull this crappie in.
All day, every day.
He called his shot.
It's not very big.
It's not very big, but that's all right. And Jeremy's gonna put this in the palm of his hand. We're gonna show you guys something here. So when he did this last time we were here, 3 years ago, come on fish, cooperate with us, we'll put you back in the water. All right, when he did this 3 years ago, the fish was about 1/4 of that size, maybe, and they're growing. I like it.
All right, I'm gonna talk to y'all about what I've been using today. I've got a 1/4 ounce jig head on here. As you can see, they knocked most of the paint off. And then we've got a Mid-South tackle, small tube on there, some gold and white or vanilla, whatever you want to call it. We're using a B&M Buck graphite jig pole. This particular pole is 16 foot long. You know, when I'm fishing tournaments where I'm out here, like today, fishing mostly by myself and Nick fish some, I like a 16-foot pole. I could pitch at them at a pretty fair distance, or I could dead stick them, and it just works for me. But B&M's got tons of different poles out there for all sorts of techniques. Right now, we're just fishing with the live scope, looking at them. There's been a lot of fish out here in the open water. The sun's come up later in the morning. It's 9:50, and the fish have started going to these trees, and they'll do that a lot of times. It's shaded on the backside of those trees, and a little bit of shade. They don't like that sun shining in their eyes, and it's bound to be cooler water. I wish I was in there with them. Hot outside, but that's what they're doing. They're getting a little bit of cooler water. They're getting in that shade where the sun's not in their eyes all day, and they're setting up perfect. It should be pretty good here coming up. We're about to hit these trees, and hopefully they'll be loaded up. All right, so today on every one of these fish that we've caught, actually, I've been taking my jig, and what I'll do is I'll just dip it down in that garlic, and then just kind of rub it in a little bit. I keep this little towel here. I wipe my hand off. But that stuff will stay on there for, gosh, I don't know. But Nick, what do you think?
2 or 3 fish.
I mean, it lasts longer than anything that I have found. It's an amazing product. And something about the garlic for me that I don't know what it is about garlic, but crappie love it. And it's proven today that this morning when we started out before we got everything set up, pitching just jigs with nothing on them, and we had 3 or 4 fish run up there and turn and leave, and then we started dipping it in the garlic scent, and just like that we started hooking up. So definitely makes a difference. All right, this will make good video right here. So stay on.
I'm glad I was recording.
I thought it was bigger now.
But I'm gonna tell you what,
It is June.
it is June, and this is a fatty. Oh.
Now, when it comes to northern Mississippi, everybody knows there's 4 lakes that are super well known, super popular, and just produce crappie. Today we came out here with Jeremy Aldrich to go check those out. Now, Real Deal Crappie Guide Service just does that. They catch crappie no matter where they are. Today we wanted to fish Sardis because we had heard from so many people that, hey, you know, the lake has changed since you guys were here 3 years ago. It's gotten better. We've got more fish. We've got bigger fish. And it's worth taking a look at. So when Jeremy had set aside a day for us, he probably wanted to go to Grenada, a place with the biggest fish on earth. But We asked him to come here at Sardis. Why? Because Jeremy's an old Miss Rebel. He graduated here many, many moons ago, and he loves being in the greater area. So he brought us out here, and we only spent about 2 hours. Why? Because it was one of the hottest days you'll ever find. It was dead still, no wind, and it didn't matter because we quickly found out that garlic was the word of the day. Now, don't get me wrong, we caught plenty of crappie on crappie fireballs that were shad scented. That's what the pink are. However, when we weren't using those, all he did was take his jig and literally dunk it like a chicken McNugget or something into some kind of ranch or barbecue sauce. And every time he did, he caught another fish and caught another fish. And what was great is his old buddy Nick here on the left, who also went to Ole Miss, didn't really do that. He didn't tip his bait. He didn't do any of that. Look how many fish he caught, guys. That was the experiment they ran today. And it showed us that garlic, specifically garlic fire gel, was something that made the fish bite on a day where maybe it was too hot, or maybe it was, they were just stubborn or pressured or anything like that. But what we did find out is people were telling us the truth. Sardis is on the upswing. It's good. We haven't caught a 2-pound fish on video anywhere at Sardis before. We caught a couple of them on this video. It was awesome. According to Jeremy, the bite's going to continue. If you live in northern Mississippi, this is a place with lots of crappie, but it's also a place with a lot of opportunity now to catch some bigger fish, at least if the high waters continue. Jeremy says high water means big fish, means more fish. And if you want to catch those, book a trip with him at Real Deal Crappie Guide Service and come on out here and enjoy the slabs just like we did. Pautzke products are available at sporting goods stores near you. If you can't find the specific color, size that you want, make sure to go to Pautzke.com. And as a thank you for watching Pautzke Outdoors, we're going to show you a coupon code to be used for 10% off your next order.